this recess that is very important, I'm going to allow 1/8 of an inch. So beyond this, the end of this bottom tang, I'm going to bring it out here 1/8 of an inch. That's where that's going to come to. That'll let the front of this wood go into that recess. It's pretty close. This is just a meet and greet bunch of marks anyway. Now I've got to get a center line on this thing. The way I locate a center line is just make a mark from both sides and split the difference. That's a fairly accurate way to measure the middle of anything. If I square off of that mark I just made there, the end of that bottom tang comes to about right there. Now that bottom tang is about a half usually at the back end of it. Or most of them are tapered. That is 4/1000ths less than a half. And the front of it is 50/1000ths more than half. So it's 0.5 at the back and 0.55 at the front. We're going to start with a half. 0.5 and 0.555. Alright. And then I'm going to recess this 0.125. The inside of this recess is actually 0.14. So 125 will give me 15/1000ths clearance inside. See, this thing bottoms out right there. It just, there's a solid wall up there. This is a really heavy receiver. It's well built for strong use because it's a heavy kicking rifle. So that gives me enough to start with. Set up the mill. This is a little over 1/8 of an inch thinner here than here, and because the wood comes to the top of this metal, I've got to put this in place 1/8 of an inch out of level. I need to cut lighter here than here. Bottomed out. I'm sitting on the bottom of this vise and this vise. Just like it sits is about how much I need to taper this cut. Now, because I want to be able to put that back, I'm going to put a mark here. That'll give me this direction location. Bottomed out at both ends is this direction. This is a 1/2 inch bit, so all I got to do is center it in the middle and cut my way out, and then I've got to extend 55/1000ths total on the front width. The wind is picking up here. It is March 15th, and there's a series of storms going across the country, and it's going to hit Tennessee real quick. Alright, I got 0.59 right there and 0.62 right there, so I'm 30/1000ths off. If I go 15/1000ths that way, I'm in the middle. .6 right on the nose. 0.603. I can handle that. Okay, the depth on that back here is about 143, and the thickness of the back of this top tang is 155. Over here on the side it's less than that because this top tang has a crown, a little rounded right there, and it's taller on the top than it is out here on the edge. On the very edge, it may not even be an eighth, which is 132. And right now I have 135. Need to go a little bit deeper because I got to have room to sand this, so maybe another 10 thousandths down. That place that I've got to be 55 thousandths is right up here, not up here at the front. So if I come forward from the back of that cut to here, that is about 2.5 inches, about 2 7/16. So I got to measure from here forward 2 7/16, and that's where I've got to be 55 across it, which is about right there. That is 0.552, 2 thousandths over. I'm good with that. Much rather be lucky than good. Okay, now I've got to flare this out up at the front, but I don't have any lines there, and I'd rather do that with lines than measurement. So I'm going to have to put the receiver down on there upside down and draw me some little outlines. And I should be able to just drop this thing right back in place. But I have to do something a little bit different than what I just mentioned. I got to cut this bottom out and relieve enough for the hammer to swing in the middle because I can't get it close enough. And this one also has about a heavy eighth difference in level from here to here in the cut. And these are just rough estimates right now. I don't have much to grip this, but I think it's enough to hold on to it. When I start cutting on it, I'll probably find out for sure if it's enough to hold on to it. This one is a 1/2 inch in the back and 0.55 in the front. So I should be able to make that cut, and it should be in the middle because it was in the middle on top, and if I put it back in the same place, it should be real close to the middle when you flip it over. The middle is the middle, whichever way it's facing, up or down. .69, .612. Okay, I'm all right with that. Now I've got to be 55 wide here, and that tang is a taper from back to front. So I got to be 27 thousandths wider here and here than I am right there. First I got to get me back here to start and taper on my way out. One more thing I could check is the height from the bottom tang to the top tang on the inside. See, this has, I got to have this thing to fit in there on the up and down. That's 1.079, and it's a lot wider than that at the back. So this thing gets wider at the back than it is at the front, which would make sense because that thing has got to wedge in there. As it goes back, it needs to get tighter. I'm a lot bigger than I need to be. So I need to drop this thing down. So I need to take some out of the top and some out of the bottom. I'm over 1/4 inch too fat. So I'm going to take some of it out right now. If you're wondering how I'm doing that, all right, counterclockwise brings my table out to me. Clockwise pushes it away from me. As I'm cutting from here to here, and I got to be 27 thousandths more of a cut here, then I'm just going slowly. As I'm advancing this way, I'm guessing at it and rotating this thing slowly, 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 slowly. It's just a guess. But now, if I'm close, I'll be about 55 thousandths on that gap. And it'll be even. All right, I'm almost 55, I'm sorry, I'm 49 thousandths. I'm a little bit light, which I can cut a little bit out with a chisel. But I need to be the same reveal left on the back and the front to be even. It's got to be centered. Right now I've got 0.593, and here I have 0.576. So I'm a little bit, I need to take a little bit more off of this side, but I'm not going to try to do it with this machine because I've moved this. But I'm close enough for this stage. I've still got to take some more out of the top of this thing. This has got to be a lot closer together. I think what I'm going to do now is take out my 3/8 in the middle for my springs and hammer stuff. I got to cut out a bunch for the hammer. It rotates like so, sweeps, and then there's a spring that comes in here somewhere. I got to lay out all that stuff. But now put this back in the same place. I can mark that and that, and I can set it back in there to recut that bottom.